80 years ago today, the Japanese bombing of Pearl Harbor propelled the U.S. into World War II. The act also helped define a generation of Americans whose service and sacrifice is being remembered today. KTVU South Bay reporter Jesse Gary has the story of a survivor of that fateful day in the Pacific.
Oh, wow.
Yay.
This intimate celebration at a San Jose diner also provides a doorway to history. The guest of honor, a hero from an inflection point in America's past.
When you wake up on the 7th of December, what do you think?
Usually I remember the morning I woke up at Pearl.
December 7th, 1941, a date that is infamous but also a catalyst for heroics and survival. Warren Upton was a red-headed 22-year-old petty officer shaving below decks on board the USS Utah. His planned trip ashore was stopped by 2 torpedoes. The Japanese attack at Pearl Harbor was underway, and the Utah was on her way to capsizing.
They were strafing us still. Went over to the side then, slid down the side of the ship as she rolled over.
Upton was able to make it into the water and onto shore, saving a fellow sailor along the way. Such stories from that fateful day are becoming more rare. The Pearl Survivors Group in San Jose used to have multiple members, not just one. Randy Michaud's father served on the West Virginia and passed away in 2014.
He was a cool guy. He didn't talk much about it when he was alive and when I was little. But to think that if he hadn't jumped overboard, I wouldn't be here.
Historians say the country and culture will be at a loss when time and fate takes the last of these survivors.
The significance of those individuals being able to tell us why they did what they did, how they did what they did, and why it was important to them at that time is necessary for us to fully understand our present circumstances.
For Upton, a love of family, country, and service continues to anchor him.
I'm happy to be with my family.
But he is forever moored to those Americans who didn't live to tell the tale of Pearl.
A thing to never forget, that we can't let down our guard.
In San Jose, Jesse Gary, KTVU Fox 2 News.